From Toronto, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are Canada's team. And right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team has a whole country behind them, Ed, just not a city. And I'm so sick and tired of fans talking about this team can't make it out of the playoffs. They have the personnel to achieve the ultimate level of success, and that's winning an NBA championship.
No, in hockey terms, he's ready to drop the gloves. We're ready to go in this one in Toronto. The opening tip is won by Golden State. Curry, now a steal as the Raptors have it. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Pascal Siakam to Gasol. 24-second violation. Short jumper stays out. To Van Vliet. Leonard. Has a look. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Curry with the basketball. He'll run the offense. That pass taken away by Toronto. Lowry. Not getting the bounce. Oh, and a putback.
Now, while everybody was staring at the flight of the ball on the defensive end, he was busy carving out space, being active, getting that offensive rebound. That's his second offensive rebound in the first quarter.
To Green. Runner's good there.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Lowry here against Steph. Here comes the screen. Lowry to Van Vliet. Goes to the left side. Leonard to Lowry. Fires the three. That's good D. Shot no good. Thompson to Green. Slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Lowry. Message received. Well defended. Curry into the front court. Leads a bucket. Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Jay, how do you even begin to try and describe the whirlwind that is the Toronto Raptors?
Well, you start with the positive. Last year was the first time in franchise history they were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And here we are, this team still having a chance to win the Eastern Conference again.
Possession lies with Golden State. Curry to Thompson. The drive, right to the basket. Draymond Green, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Leonard. Pascal Siakam. Leonard cleans it up. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
That's no good. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Draymond Green. Goes to the right side. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
To Gasol. Pascal Siakam. Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
It's Curry controlling the offense. Kyle Lowry, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Pascal Siakam sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Van Vliet. To the rim, lays it up and in.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Curry into the front court. The score 12-8. Yes, Klay Thompson, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Leonard for 3, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. To Thompson. Great look and vision. Curry. That no good. Off the mark. Lowry into the front court. Up 5. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He misses. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Kyle Lowry, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. First one, count it. And he makes them both. Curry with the ball. Trying to cash in. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit it.
Here's Curry with it up top. Right now, down 7. Thompson. That's rebounded by Toronto. To Ibaka. Fred VanVleet. To Leonard. Fred VanVleet. Leonard. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And finishes. Draymond takes it out on the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Thompson. 4-3. Can't connect. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Curry to bring it up. They trail by 7. Gets a shot up off the mark.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Lowry to Leonard. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Lowry. From the outside, no good. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that three.
And the more and more I watch it, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
New blood coming in for both sides. Russell to Green.
Number 43, Pascal Siakam.
Taken by the Raptors. To Leonard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Russell with it up top. His guys currently down by 13. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. Short jumper won't fall.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Leonard. He was all over him. To Russell. Has a chance. Yes, Klay Thompson. He's 3 for 7.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Leonard to Van Vliet. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Russell into the front court. Down 11. Kyle Lowry rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Cauley Stein powers it through. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Pascal Siakam, deep right corner. Oh, he had him there for a second. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Russell with it up top. Trailing by 11. Kyle Lowry tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Short jumper off the mark. Lowry. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Warriors have the basketball. Kyle Lowry pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
The game for Toronto, number 17, Jeremy Lin.
Russell into the front court. His guys trail by 13. Driving his green, but he can't finish. Leonard. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Russell. To Leonard. Pascal Siakam. Leonard. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Watch that cutter.
Pascal Siakam with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Long heave from three-quarters court, 1 quarter down. The Raptors enjoying a sizable lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Lynn to Powell. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short. And he'll go to the foul line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And hits the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. To Jeremy Lin. Over to the right side. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's Golden State basketball. No good. Defense catching a break there.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Gasol to Ibaka. Gasol. Short jumper off the mark. Oh, can't do that.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Pascal Siakam swats it. Pascal Siakam with a piece. That'll get out off the Raptors. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 34, Sean Livingston.
Alec Burks. Serge Ibaka able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Down low Green. Serge Ibaka sends it away. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Livingston to bring it up. Down by 15 to Green. Alec Burks to Sean Livingston. Here comes the screen. Down to Looney. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
To Lynn. To Sean Livingston. And count the basket inside.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Bizarre shot right there. Shot's no good. Livingston across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
And he missed the free throw. To Gasol. Lynn. From long range. Cleans it up. Slams it home on the putback.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Livingston. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Green. Here comes the screen. Green. Down low, Cauley Stein. Ah, rocking the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebounds brought down by Cauley Stein. Driving right to the basket. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Lynn with it. It's a 9-point lead. Fires the 3. Jeremy Lin forcing that one there. Well defended. Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Toronto with the basketball. For 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. It was right there.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
OG Anunoby. Tough matchup with Draymond Green. Goes to the right side. To Ibaka. Lets it fly from long range. Ibaka bothered just enough on that one.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Lynn with it. Lead stands at 7. To Gasol. Livingston. Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Trying to cash in. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Livingston to Thompson. Has a chance. Yes, Klay Thompson. Now 4 for 9.
Just a little defensive breakdown right there, and an open Klay means 2 points every time.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Deep left corner. Leonard to Jeremy Lin. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Thompson to bring it into the front court. 5-point game. Nice finish at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Leonard. 4-3. And Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Livingston to bring it up. Down 6. Kyle Lowry. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Lowry, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Now down 6. Green to Thompson. Now ready to shoot at the line.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Klay Thompson at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Leonard to Lowry. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
The drive, right to the basket. Kyle Lowry sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Lowry takes aim at Livingston. Gasol to Leonard. Lowry goes to the left side. To Lowry. The jumper's off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win the defensive battle.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Ooh, I like that.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Lowry gets it in the right corner to Van Vliet. Lowry. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
From the outside, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down 8. And the finish off the nice step through.
Ed, this is like show and tell back in kindergarten. You show the ball, and then you tell him with the easy leg.
Going back to the pre-K days, Jay. Gets it in the left corner. The shot by Lowry misses. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Marc Gasol rejects it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound taken by the Warriors. Kyle Lowry tips it. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Leonard to Van Vliet. Leonard. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Baseline drive. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Kawhi Leonard against the former Cougar. To Van Vliet. Leonard. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Thompson to Green. Livingston to Curry from long range. Rebounds taken down by the Raptors. Fred Van Vliet to Gasol. Leonard. Second effort to Van Vliet. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Curry. to Thompson. Stephen Curry with a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Toronto has the basketball. Fred VanVleet. Fires the three, and he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. Thompson to Sean Livingston. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
And Steph, he can make that shot with his eyes closed. Wide open, knocks down the three.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Can't connect. To Powell. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. For three, that's off the side of the rim, short. That misses with a second to go. Quarter comes to an end. The Raptors have the lead.
The Raptors will start the second half with a narrow lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors. The Warriors are still very much in this matchup. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Assists.
That was an excellent first half of basketball. And I say that because of the way these teams move the ball. The offenses have been flowing, and the action has been mesmerizing. We've got ourselves a nice game here today.
Player of the half.
Marc Gasol has been making the competition look silly on the defensive end.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top three plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
To Gasol.
That's me.
Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Won't go. Leonard to VanVleet. Lets it fly from long range, at long last. He missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
Livingston across the timeline. His guy's down 11. Green to Sean Livingston. Off the mark. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Leonard to Van Vliet. Going to launch beyond the arc. Van Vliet denied. Have to like the defense. And the finish at the rim.
Clay isn't usually a guy that goes to the bucket. He usually pulls up for threes, but that was a nice, easy lay-in right there.
Lowry into the front court. The lead stands at 9. To Gasol. Pascal Siakam. Lowry. And it's Cauley Stein with the rebound. To Sean Livingston. Slam dunk, Sean Livingston. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Fred VanVleet to Lowry. 4-3. Fred VanVleet locked in on that one.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Golden State at the controls. Wide open look, won't go. Pascal Siakam to Van Vliet. Gasol to Leonard. Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend. To Thompson. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Van Vliet. Has a look. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Livingston to bring it up. The deficit now up to 12. Pascal Siakam pins it. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Kawhi Leonard with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Fires the 3. And the rebound taken by Thompson. To Sean Livingston. Trying to cash in. Green with a shot, no good. To Van Vliet. Shot from it close, no good. Pascal Siakam. To Leonard. Pascal Siakam. From long range, the shot clock expires. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 30, Stephen Curry.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Stephen Curry has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 90% at the line. Nope, first one does not go. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Curry to Thompson. Slam dunk.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
To Van Vliet. Leonard. To Gasol. Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. to Curry. Thompson. Curry. Rebound comes to Lowry. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guy's down by 9. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Lowry. Fires the 3. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm. And that's what we saw.
Kyle Lowry with a chance at a 4-point play. Hasn't missed yet. It's good. Has the hot hand and a 4-point play. Curry has it. For 3. The rebound's corralled by the Raptors. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. The advantage is 13 points. Curry with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from long range. Leonard to Van Vliet. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Lowry can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well defended. And it's Green, 4-2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Leonard. 4-3. No good. That's great defense. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. Gasol. To Leonard. Here's a chance from long range. That's good deep. Shot no good. Alec Burks to Curry. Not that time. To Leonard. Gasol. Beyond the arc for 3.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And he connects on the first free throw. Second of 3. Got it. Knocks down all 3 at the line. It's Steph at the controls. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Lowry with it, up by 6. Ibaka to Lowry. Leonard. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Curry into the front court. His team down 9. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Leonard to Lowry. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Leonard to Van Vliet. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while too, I guess.
Leonard to Lynn. Leonard. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Warriors basketball.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Green. Curry. And the rebound taken by Gasol. To Jeremy Lin. Fred Van Vliet. To Lin. Fires the 3. Offensive board. Marc Gasol. He's now 5 for 6.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Curry into the front court. Down 11. You've got to get that one to go. Fred Van Vliet out of bounds the call. Last touch by D'Angelo Russell. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Powell. Ibaka. Working hard on the glass. Ibaka. Cleans it up to Van Vliet. Ibaka. Another chance to Van Vliet. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
The assist from number 23.
Russell with it up top. The deficit now up to 13. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10.
I'm here. I got ball.
Fred Van Vliet to Leonard.
Coming through.
On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Russell. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. Now 3 for 9.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
Substitution being made in this one. Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. Warriors have the basketball. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
D-Lo reminds me so much of Sam Cassell. He's not the fastest guy, but he gets where he wants to go anytime. The word that is key for him, potential, potential, potential. Will he be able to accomplish his potential?
The follow won't go either. Into the front court. 9-point margin. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. 3 quarters down, the Raptors in front. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
To Ibaka. The shot almost. Russell with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Gasol to Ibaka. From long range, he missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
It's Curry controlling the offense. He was hacked. They let it go. To Leonard. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Russell into the front court. Right now, down 7. To Green. And scores. Strong take.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Kawhi Leonard against the native of Sweden. To Ibaka. Has a chance. It's good.
Serge Ibaka has such a good jump shot for somebody 6'10", but every time I hear his name, I just can't help but think about what would have been in OKC.
It's Steph Curry with the rock to Green. Russell. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall. Leonard to Ibaka. Has a look. Serge Ibaka, 4 out of 10.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Curry to Russell. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Too good to leave that wide open. D'Angelo Russell hits.
We love to break this game down analytically. We even love to break it down more psychologically. But sometimes it's just about settling into the game. Seemed like in the first half, things were rushed. Now we finally see them have their composure and their poise.
Leonard. Fires the 3. Off the iron. No good. Curry with the ball. knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Powell. And the basket good at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Russell with it up top. The deficit is 6. Tough make through traffic.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll talk in what's now a 4-point game.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Add 2 points to the board.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Nice pass to get things going.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Russell into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Marc Gasol swats it. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. To Jeremy Lin. Green with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Down.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Russell with it up top. Down 4. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by D'Angelo Russell. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Toronto with the basketball. Ibaka to Lowry. For 3, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Rebound comes to Lowry. To Ibaka. Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry. Kyle Lowry is going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. Second free throw off the mark. Still one to come. Possession lies with Golden State. To Russell. Great feed. Sets it up. Thompson buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
The body language was so bad in the first half. After every missed shot, your head went down. Now, your head is to the sky, and I like the confidence.
To Lowry. Leonard. To Lowry. Lets it fly from long range, and Kyle Lowry still able to get it to go down after the closeout.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
The assist from number 0,
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Lowry to Van Vliet. Nothing going here on that drive. Fred Van Vliet to Leonard. Gets a look. Can't hit. Pascal Siakam. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Driving right to the basket. Free throws coming up.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
D'Angelo Russell, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Fred Van Vliet to Gasol. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Russell into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To the outside, to Green. Knocked loose. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Toronto has the basketball. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Russell with it up top. His guys trail by 10. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
This coach must have had said some pretty intense words in the locker room to this individual because we're really seeing a different player so far in the second half.
Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Russell into the front court, trailing by 10. Curry, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. It's good, and 1.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and 1.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Kyle Lowry at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's been steady, 83% at the line. Warriors have the basketball. Alec Burks to Russell. Alec Burks with the slam.
You see, Ed, that's the problem. When you have guys on the perimeter that can shoot the basketball defensively, you're taught to hedge at the driver and then stay home, which leaves the lane wide open for great jams like that.
Leonard to Lowry. Gets it in the right corner. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Alec Burks to Russell. Thompson.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. To Gasol. Kawhi Leonard, defended by Thompson. Pascal Siakam to Van Vliet. It goes down.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
It's Golden State basketball. Green to Russell. Probing the defense. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height. Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive.
Here we go.
To Van Vliet. Here comes the screen. Leonard to Van Vliet. 4-3. Off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Russell with it up top. 14-point deficit. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
D'Angelo Russell at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 75% so far tonight. Oops, he missed the first one. No good. Missed them both. To Lowry. Gasol. To Lowry. Fred Van Vliet. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Lowry. Message received. Well defended. Green to Russell. Rebound taken by Toronto. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey, everyone. It's Jalen Rose. And it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors edged out a close victory in today's game. They did an incredible job with the 3-ball, getting plenty of points from long range. As a squad, they were able to take advantage of a perimeter defense that couldn't lock them down. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors. The Warriors must be devastated after such a close loss. They did a great job with their ball movement, forcing the defense to constantly make adjustments. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for the win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Marc Gasol put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level.
was gold.
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Toronto Raptors. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.